Instructions earlier, protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands. Touch gloves, fight at the bell.
All right, we are set to go with our main event. We're going 10 rounds, and we're going to see what each of these guys really has. They've both been very good in their careers so far. Neither has faced the likes of the other. You can see the quick hands of Younan.
Remember, a lot of combined first-round knockouts for these two. Amateur experience. Younan, 2011 National Junior Olympics champ, but he went straight from the juniors to the pros without fighting as a senior amateur. And Ronald Ellis, only 24 amateur fights. Pro experience, you see, pretty close, although Ellis obviously turned pro a couple of years before.
So Younan out of the blocks early here. Ellis working his way into this fight.
So far, Younan trying to establish his jab, very flashy and fast and explosive. I see his speed. And the kid's got skills. Covering up good. When Ellis gets in front of him, that's just a comfortable way of, he puts his jab hand down. He's more comfortable throwing it from that position. I prefer to keep your hands up at all times. It's just better.
Not much to choose so far in this fight. Ellis being very patient. Younan the aggressor. Only one of those got there.
Younan known for his flashy combinations. When he punches, he lets his hands go. The trouble is he doesn't always work 3 minutes around.
Both guys getting there right now. This is where Ellis would like to fight on the inside. He's a long-range fighter, but he said, I'll brawl if I have to. And now Younan gets him turned.
Wow.
A lot of action.
Brutal exchange there.
Yeah.
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Younan going a little left hook crazy here.
Yeah, he is. Up the middle comes Ellis. Ellis got there with a couple of shots on the inside.
Hey, that exchange in the corner was pretty even, I think.
Yes, I thought so too. I think Younan's a little busier in this round. That may be the only difference.
Quicker, faster.
Yeah.
He's resting right now.
Stay off his head. Let him go. Let him go. Stay off his neck.
A really interesting first round, I thought. We talked with both guys about what they need to do to win the fight. Here first is Ronald Ellis.
It's a junior fight. He comes out real aggressive, and we're just going to be real smart in there. We're going to stick our jabs. We're going to pick our shots and move in different angles and just get him real frustrated in there. Bring the fight to him when he doesn't want to fight, and when he wants to fight, we're going to box him.
Nah, just using my jab up and down, pushing him back, making him uncomfortable, making him fight when he doesn't want to fight. Shutting down his right hand, because that's his only punch. I'm going to make it rough for him, very rough.
And we look at Marcus Brown, Junior Younan's friend, who came all the way to Sloan, Iowa from Staten Island. That's a friend.
That is a true
support
friend.
his man. They've sparred quite a bit together.
That was a very entertaining first round, I think.
Sure was. You saw Younan fighting in spurts in that first round, and I asked Paulie Malignaggi what he thought of Younan, because Paulie knows Younan very well, and Younan's dad also trained Paulie at one point. Paulie said he believes Younan's talent is above world class, speed beyond belief. And Paulie's obviously one of the smartest boxing guys we know.
Yeah.
That's high praise. He said what he wants to see is focus from Younan, the psychological, the mental part of the game, and work 3 minutes around instead of just flurry and then back off. So Paulie seems to have Younan down pat right now.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we saw in the first round.
But, Younan also has to be careful to not overcommit, don't get too overexcited with his flashy combinations and getting run into something that Ellis throws down the middle.
And I thought that was a very close round. I thought Younan was a little more aggressive, but Younan did not do what you just heard him say. He did not work behind the jab. He was hook happy in the first round, and Ellis did exactly what he said he was going to do.
Yeah, Ellis did say that he wanted to use Younan's youthful energy to his advantage, just wear him down as the rounds go, because when you get tired, you make defensive mistakes. And that's when it's easier to get hit. He's supposed to give him different looks. He wants to box him, he wants to pressure him, and so far that's what he's doing.
But is Ellis busy enough? Because Younan is going 30, 40 seconds in a row without punching. And then he'll flurry.
Yeah.
So it's what happens in between those flurries that is the key for Ellis.
He is very quick-handed. There's no question about that.
And you also got to watch a lot of Younan's flurries. Some of them connect, and some of them catch the gloves of Ellis. So that doesn't really count. But it's still enough to keep the guy thinking and keep him off balance. And you're right, Ellis does have to pick up his activity rate, throw more punches.
You see virtually no jab from Younan at all.
No, that's right.
But Ellis can't let Younan rest during these periods and not take advantage of Younan's inactivity.
And that is what's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got to make him fight. He's got to force him and put him into them situations that he's never seen before.
Now, Ellis probably wouldn't mind doing a little bit of infighting despite that long reach advantage, but Younan is grabbing him as soon as he gets close.
There's a good example. One of those punches got there was a body shot.
Right. Everything else missed.
And a lot of them shots really not doing a lot of damage.
No.
That's damage right there.
That was a good right hand.
Yeah.
And another
overhand.
And another one. And another one. Well, I'll tell you what, Ellis got there with 5 right hands, and I didn't see a lot of connects from Younan.
And Younan's holding on, which is the right thing to do. He's got to hold on and move him to the center of the ring.
It's a close round.
Close round. I didn't hear no 10-second bell either, huh?
You're locking in.
That's true.
What's that? Is it cut?
No, baby, no ropes.
Is he cut?
I don't know what that was.
The boy cut.
Listen to the hand. Nice and relaxed. Stay under
Deep breath.
control.
You're not listening like you're supposed to. Put some vessel. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. You're locking your feet. You're not using your movement and you're not using your jab. You're dropping your hands too much. Okay? Focus here. Okay, what I want you to do right now, keep your hand up, go into the right hand. You're staying away from it good. You go into it and fucking rip the fucking hook and go onto his body, man. Don't let him start pressing you and getting, this is how you're gonna fucking, let's go. Okay, let's go.
So round 3. That last round, the numbers tell us that Ellis was the more active of the two.
That's because Younan's taken long periods off, and I think in that big exchange that defined the round, it was Ellis that landed the hardest shot.
Now here it was Younan that got the best of that. Got a left hand from Younan.
Seems like almost everything Younan throws, he throws hard. There's not much difference in his punches, and that's a little bit of a finesse kind of thing that maybe he can work on a little bit. His power shots are all the same speed, with everything on them.
I think he's just a little bit hyper. He's got a lot of energy.
Yeah. Well, you get the impression we're all just exhaling, waiting for the next exchange.
Yeah.
There's been one in each round, and they both were very violent, but not a lot going on when they're in ring center. That was a beautiful move, beautiful move by Younan, spinning out.
Got it turned and then hit him with a left hand.
Circling. And this ring favors Ellis, but Younan is really making good use of the ring. He's using the whole ring. He's turning, using his footwork. He's walking. Doesn't stay in front of him too long. Always moving.
Again, we're in that one of those 30-second spans where Younan doesn't throw a single punch.
Ellis just connected with a good right hand.
Ellis has to be careful. You can't just come in and win shots.
No, that's right. And he is being careful.
Younan's in counter-punching mode.
A little wild there.
That's a tough one. Neither guy did a lot.
Yeah,
Neither guy did a lot of work.
Put your legs up. You see how he's getting away from you? Huh? Can you cut him off like that? Cut him off like that. Quit letting him get at it. When you do that, look here. Go a couple times to his body with the right hand. When he's cutting off like that, then cut him off again and turn it over the top to the head. You'll go catch him like that. How you feel? Put some pressure on him. You gotta put some pressure on him. You in shape. Motherfucker, he ain't in shape like you. Give me more punches, okay? Breathe. Get your nose out your mouth. Come on. Get on this motherfucker. Quit letting him out the corner when you want to fight him. You understand? Look, when you cut him off, like I said, go to the body a couple times. You fake him out like you go on the body and turn it over to the chin. Got it? Do what I said, Akeem. Cut him off like that.
This is round 4. You were listening in on the corner of Ronald Ellis.
Round 3 could end up being a swing round because it was a very hard round to score.
It was.
And through 3 rounds, Younan 37 connects, Ellis 36.
They want Ellis to pressure Younan.
And I think he's got the right concept. Ellis is pressuring him, but he's not throwing anything behind that jab. But throwing more jabs to get in. He's letting Younan dictate the pace with his speed and his movement. Younan's got great speed. A lot of flashy combinations, but again, a lot of them are connected to the gloves of Ellis.
A good example right there.
He's got to be a little bit faster on his feet, Ellis.
Younan's the trainer, his dad. Yeah, he wants his fighter to be busier. You see Ellis has thrown more punches. Neither guy really throwing that many. And that's because Younan is slowing the pace when he sits back like he is right now.
It was a pretty good exchange, though, by Ellis.
Nice tight defense by Ellis. Frame defense, what I call it. Has his hands up. Long jab. He's more than jabs.
Well, you think Younan's over-punching at times?
Yes, I think he's, again, it's with his
That was a good combination right there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Younan getting the better of that.
He's a little bit too excited, Younan. I mean, he's connected, but he's a little bit too excited. You gotta be careful. You can't get too careless.
But he may be too excited, but he is controlling the pace.
Yeah, he is.
And I think that left hook has landed enough to prevent Ellis from just walking in and trying to...
He had a pretty nice exchange over here.
Yeah, if there's been one punch that's been dominant in this fight so far, I'd say it's Younan's left hook.
Yeah.
You okay? You okay? You okay?
That's it, baby. Feel good. That's it.
Settle down.
Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Listen. You gotta listen a little bit more. Deep breath.
Now you gotta start taking.
Deep breath. Get your swag now. What round is it? Huh? Okay, listen. You can't make this shit fucking close. Okay, but there's moments of inconsistency. Listen to my brother. The jab has to be fast. He can't do shit.
Once in a blue moon.
Okay?
Don't play in this
Big,
place.
listen.
For real.
Look at me here. You don't play here because you can get fucking robbed. Okay, they can rob you.
Pay attention.
Pay attention and listen to what we're saying to you. More busy numbers.
Right.
Numbers. Stay loose, feel good like you're doing right now. But fake and get numbers in. Okay? Okay, shorten your punches a little bit more. You hear me? You got this. Deep breath. Deep breath. Feel good.
We come to round 5. They want Younan to be busier.
Busier, and he needs to cut off the ring. But he can't deal with the movement and the speed of Younan.
You're right, Raul. It's the speed. It's the speed. And Ellis has to be busier too. Last 3 fights, he's averaged 64 punches around, which is above the average for super middleweights. Tonight, 49 only. So 15 less punches per round for Ellis.
Yeah, if you look at Ellis, it seems like he's a little bit slow on his feet, a little bit clumsy. Like he's got to move faster with his feet. Got to be quick to be able to reach him and cut the distance off. See how that little subtle movement is getting to Ellis.
Come on, don't make me get involved.
Well, you know Younan, you could tell from the end of the last round. Yonan's feeling real good about himself.
Right now he is, yeah.
Just ate a jab. He's never been 10, but he's also in the best shape he's ever been in. We asked him yesterday if 100 is the best shape you can be in. What have you been in for most of your prior fights? He said 4.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a little lower than I would.
There's a big improvement here.
Yeah. So he didn't always take boxing seriously. He said, you know, at 22 he's matured. Now he's smiling in his corner and he gets hit with a right hand in the face.
Took a look at his corner. A lot of missing. There's an uppercut from Ellis.
Oh, Ellis landed low too after he thought he got hit low.
He did.
Younan looking to his corner a little too often.
Yeah,
it's a little troubling.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. I think Ellis didn't take advantage of that inside work when they were on the inside right now.
Ellis setting up a little bit far away when he sets up. That's why he hasn't been that busy. He hasn't been in range to punch.
Yeah.
And that's fear of that counter. The speed of Younan, as Raul made reference to.
He's also following Younan around.
There you go, a little bit of head movement, a little bit of feints.
A lot of missing.
A lot of it, yeah. Another.
And it's halftime in the scheduled 10-rounder. Jabs. The fighters have been mostly in ring center, yet very few jabs landed. Interesting. Power shots virtually the same. Total punches landed virtually the same. And Ellis, interestingly, with more body shots landed. I think Younan's left hook to the body has been pretty effective. We take a look at action. The action has come in flurries. 20-second spurts. We saw it once in round 1. We saw it once in round 2. Round 1 for my card, Younan's. Round 2, Ellis's. 3 was kind of uneventful and close. Now you see Ellis forcing the action, which Younan is demanding that he does by backpedaling.
And he's dropping the hands too low. You gotta start stepping and walking.
I think a lot of very close rounds here.
I think it's a close fight. I think it's a real close fight.
And we have, again, I don't want to emphasize it too much, but judges who have not worked a high caliber of fights, and there's a lot of nuance in this fight.
Yes. What the judges have to decide. Ellis has been the aggressor at least in terms of his movement and feet coming forward. But is it effective aggressiveness? I would say for the most part it has not been.
I agree with that. And by the same token, they have to take into consideration the fact that Younan has a lot of misses. He's flashy.
And misses a lot because he loads up a lot.
And telegraphs at points.
I've given the last 2 rounds to Younan, which gives him an edge on my card. 4th and 5th. 3rd round, very close. I also gave it to Younan. It's because I'm from Brooklyn. What else am I going to do?
Yeah, of course. I gave the last round, actually, to Ellis. But I can see where it could go either way.
I got Ellis by 1 point, but then again, it's a close fight. It just, no matter what kind of style you like, what kind of style the judges like. I was an aggressive fighter, so we'd be the aggressive guy. Wasn't a flashy guy like Younan. Just no matter what you like. Regardless, I think it's a close fight, man.
Well, for large portions of the rounds, nothing's happening.
Yeah.
The judges really have to concentrate on those exchanges and who gets the better of them.
Ellis just got the best of that exchange.
There's a good left hand by Younan.
Ellis animated as it comes forward, but...
Yeah, kind of staying out of harm's way.
Yeah, just far enough away. And that's okay with Younan, who doesn't want to fight 3 minutes around, obviously.
Walked into a right-handed Younan.
Punches landed this round. Wow, there's only 30 seconds left. It's only 6 punches landed.
Well, I think some very difficult rounds to score. This one among them.
I'm leaning toward Ellis this round. But not by much.
Yeah, a lot of rounds have been like this.
Yeah.
Reset. Stop backing up.
I'm gonna talk to you right here. Okay? Pay attention. What's going on? Huh? Deep breaths. Put water in his pants. Water in his pants. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me and focus. Deep breath. We want to give this fight away. So what the fuck are you doing? No. Look at me. You don't ask me to death. Okay? I'm bringing your attention right now. Okay? Get that jab working. Okay? Then hold your fucking ground. Nice with short fucking punches. Okay? You got this. Deep breath. Give me some water in my breath.
Well, you gotta throw a 1,
deep breath.
2, 3s at him. And
Regulate deep.
He can't defend.
Regulate deep.
3. You understand me?
Again, don't let him keep coming. Give him come.
He can't defend off.
Round 7, we got the rock.
Gotta get busy.
Don't make him down.
Don't make me do anything. Come on, get the stool.
This is round 7 of an interesting fight.
Barry, I think you and I both looked at each other for the same reason in between rounds. You saw that Sharif Younan was talking, and so were Gary Stark and Andre Rozier. Hey, all 3 of them are top trainers. You really need one voice in the corner, not 3.
Good right hand a moment ago by Ellis, and a left hand by Ellis, and another right hand by Ellis, and now it's Younan on top of him, but still missing. I thought Ellis clearly got the better of that.
Yes, he did.
Well, didn't Raul at the top of the show talk about the second half of the fight, making it physical? That's what Ellis is trying to do.
Making it physical, making it rough. And let's see
how Younan responds.
Could adapt and respond and make the right changes when he's in trouble.
One of the
I
things
think he's gassed out too. Sorry, Barry. He's gassed out a little bit.
One of the things they did say in the corner to Younan was use the jab and hold your ground. Neither of which he's doing.
Look at Ellis's eyes. His eyes are, oh, is he focused?
Yeah.
And you don't see the playfulness from Younan that you saw earlier in the fight.
I think he realizes he's in a fight.
Yeah. But again, this pace, when they're in ring center with nothing happening, just makes those exchanges that much more important. Who controls the exchanges? Lately, it's been Ellis.
That was a right hand. Did get there from Younan. Good combination from Ellis. Right hand again from Ellis and a left to the body. And Ellis keeping Younan in the corner. Slipped an uppercut in. And finally, Younan extricates himself. But right back on him now is Ellis. Long right hand by Younan kind of caught him on the back.
Younan slipped a lot of punches in that exchange, but didn't throw any of his own.
Tell you what, he's really getting tested in this round, and that's what I wanted to see from
Good
Younan.
right hand there, maybe the best shot of the fight. And that backs Younan up, and now Ellis right on him. Goes short with an uppercut. Younan ties him up. Right hand from Ellis again, and backs Younan up into the corner once more. And that's one of the clearer rounds of this fight.
Yes.
Yo. You lost that round. Because you're not fucking listening, my man.
Come on, baby.
Look at me. Look at me. Stop looking outside. Deep breath.
Sugar, can you back him up?
Yo. You want to go home without this? Deep breath. Listen. Deep breath. Okay.
Round 7 was all Ellis. Younan backing up, and then Younan decides, I'm playing defense, and he tries to slip punches here. And he does a good job of slipping them, but didn't land anything of his own. And what are the judges supposed to think? They're going to think this is Ellis's round. Now you see Ellis connecting. This is not the way you want to see Younan respond to adversity, which is Raul's point from the beginning of the night. Now, what's going to happen in the next 3 rounds? Can Ellis keep that momentum? If he does, he's likely to win this fight.
Up, okay? And don't be on the back of the head, all right? Please. Box.
All right, round 8, and this fight still could be decided in the final 9 minutes.
Ellis has been 8 rounds his last 3 fights, while Younan has only been 8 rounds 1 time.
And Steve, you're right. I mean, Ellis right now has the look of a guy possessed. Got there with a long left hand. Younan still misses. He got there with a couple of shots, then missed with the uppercut.
Break, step back.
And this is where maintaining technique is so important for Younan. He's been loading up on his shots. I still have Younan ahead by a point. I'm guessing you guys have Ellis ahead at this point.
1 point.
But the momentum clearly Ellis is at this point.
Let him go.
Younan can't go in there winging shots. He has to be on balance.
Keep him up.
Well, that's a decent exchange where he landed a couple of shots to the body. Now he's trying to come forward, Younan. Different fighter.
Chopping right hand.
Sloppy though, very sloppy.
Very sloppy, very wild, very open. He's not composed. He's losing his poise. Nice hook there by Younan.
There's a good right hand by Younan. A chopping right hand, getting there. That's the top of the head. Younan, good left hand there. And a right hand to the body. And Younan clearly getting the better of that.
Let him go, Ellis. Let him go. Hey, let him go. Let him go.
A lot of people standing here. This is getting dramatic.
Another chopping right hand. And another one.
Will Younan punch himself out?
That chopping right hand is getting there. Younan just really wild. Really amateur.
Very wild, but he's showing me he really wants it. Look at him.
Neither fighter ever been down. There's still almost a minute to go in this round. That gives Ellis a lot of time to come back if Younan's punched out. And I'm guessing Younan is punched out. Now, can Younan use finesse enough to get out of this round without taking too many punches? Can he buy time? He's trying. Ellis has to jump on him.
So far, this is the part of the fight that I was waiting for. I mean, Younan, I think he's winning this round. He showed that he was hungry. He came with a lot of punches, a lot of strong punches, was attacking. And now he won the round by just moving around and making him miss. Because Ellis never touched him again.
No, he didn't.
And Younan didn't throw another punch the last minute of the round, but he still won the round.
Yep.
I know you ain't tired. Huh? But what's going on? Huh? Open your legs up. Look at me. Look at me. Hold it.
He do everything that early.
He come rushing you like that. Get your balance. Go right up the motherfucking middle. And turn that right hand with the left hook behind it.
Get your balance and throw up a
Keep your balance. It just looks bad when he's throwing you off balance. You good? Put that on his neck. Put that on his neck. Breathe.
Round 8 belonged to Younan. This is why he was a little bit reckless. He was a little bit free swinging here. Hardly textbook stuff, but he was the one doing all the work. And Ellis getting hit 2 or 3 solid shots flush to the chin there. Now, was that a last gasp for Younan, or can he maintain the energy and the momentum that enabled him to win round 8? That's the question.
That is the question. This is a very pivotal round here, round 9.
Watch the head. Hey, watch the head, you guys. Watch the heads. You okay? You need a moment? You all right?
Younan again slowing that pace.
Yeah.
Does Ellis do something about it? We mentioned Younan never 10 before. Ellis never passed 8 either.
Left hook from Younan.
Is Ellis doing enough in these stretches where Younan's backing up? That's the question.
I don't believe so.
Those fighters are just pretty much looking at each other.
We're halfway through this round. I don't know that Younan's landed more than 1 punch.
I don't think he has, but how many has Ellis?
But Ellis hasn't really landed much yet.
And these are pivotal rounds, obviously, in a fight that could be very close. Probably is very close.
Not much to it here in this 9th round, particularly from Ellis.
3 punches landed with a minute to go in this round. And look at the punches thrown. Will there be that one defining exchange in this round as there have been in so many of the other rounds?
I think the round is still there for the taking for either guy.
Yeah, somebody's going to steal this round.
Ellis with a left hook.
Those were the best 2 punches of the round right there.
Unless they're saving themselves for the last round, but I think they both need this last round.
Yeah.
Either one.
Break.
Not much going on.
No, I mean, nobody wins this round. Somebody, I guess, has to lose it.
Who do you give it to?
I thought Ellis landed 2 clean shots. I'm giving it to Ellis.
That's a tough one.
What round is this?
Last round. You hear me?
Yo, Ed, listen to me. You can't have the 10 round like that. Look at me. 10 round, you can't have like that. Why you keep looking there?
He nasty. Uppercuts, hooks, every motherfucker thing. Breathe. Breathe. Man, this motherfucker don't belong in the ring with you. You hear me? You going down to this motherfucker's level. This motherfucker's a bum. He smacked like a bitch.
What? Give me one.
Yo, wake up. This is for everything. You want to take it?
Let's go, baby.
Call it.
You wanted to take it? You got back
Just fighting till the end of the round. You understand me? Huh? I don't give a fuck. Even behind the head, even in the nuts, even American. Hit this a fight, nigga. Get him.
Deep breath. This is it. Look at me. This is it.
Come on,
wake up.
Out of the ring. Out of the ring. Let's go. Let's go. Touch gloves. Touch gloves. Last round. Who wants it? All right.
Comes to the 10th round. It could be decided here.
Which fighter has the energy and the drive?
Yeah, I think they both know they need this round.
Yeah. Well, the corners certainly seem to think so.
Yeah. Early on, Ellis getting a little better of that.
Going into this round, 96 connects for Ellis, 96 connects for Younan.
Yeah. A little low from Younan.
Break. Step back, you guys. Break out clean.
Coming on the final 2 minutes of this fight.
Younan has thrown very few right hands in this fight. When he's thrown them, they've been overhand and sloppy.
Yeah, I think he's exhausted. Then he shot it at 8th round. 8th round, we got him.
Break. Step back.
He gassed out in the 8th round.
Yeah, and if Younan's tired, one of the reasons could be he puts in so much effort into every punch.
Yeah.
Even though he's only fighting maybe a minute per round. Well, what you want to see here is both fighters dig in and let it go.
Well, I think they have to. I think the fight could be still decided, even in the last minute, 20 seconds here.
Well, Ellis has been the aggressor for sure.
Yeah, he has, and I think has gotten the better of this so far.
A lot more activity from Ellis than Younan.
Younan's throwing one punch and diving in. Final minute. Younan backing up, Ellis on the attack. But not throwing punches.
And a good job by the referee out of Pollock. He's not been a factor in this fight. There has been no reason for him to be a factor. He's done a good job.
I completely agree. There's the left hand from Younan. A good uppercut from Ellis.
Well, what does that tell the judges what Younan just did, right?
Exactly. Low blow by Younan. 15 seconds to go. Final 10 seconds. Ellis gets there with a couple. Younan misses. Ellis with a left hand. Younan with a left hand. And it ends right above us. And that's it. I think Ellis won the last round.
No,
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be interesting. It is in the hands of the judges.
Now, the second half of the fight was where it was won if you liked Ellis. I think he was a little more effective, aggressive. Younan fighting in spurts, but not as effective in those spurts as he had been in prior rounds. That one round that Younan had was the 8th where he really opened up. 7th was Ellis's. This is when Younan really shot what he had left. And here it is, Younan letting go with his hands. Now you know at rounds 9 and 10 he couldn't do that again. The 9 and 10, I gave Ellis both rounds. 9, they were close. It was quiet the 9th, but the 10th was clearly Ellis.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Fran Betchin scores it 96-94 in favor of Ellis. Judge Jeff Sinnett scores it 96-94 in favor of Younan. And Judge Mike Contreras scores it 95-95. This bout is a split draw.